welcome to Cola Teaches Math. Today we're going to talk about trig integration, where u is an actual trig function and not just the angle. So how do we know when to use this? We're going to use it when the integral does not look like one of the 6 trig integrals that I told you have to memorize. Okay, so if you look here on this slide right here, these are the 6 you have to memorize in the cloud. If it doesn't look like that, then u is going to be an entire trig function. Also, you kind of can tell when you have multiple trig functions. So let's look at this first example. We're going to want to pull the power of 3 outside like I always do and rewrite it like that. Now, u is going to be what's inside the parentheses. You can think of u as the one with the higher power or the uglier power. And if one doesn't work, then try the other. So you can go ahead right now and see that I'm going to do my lovely u sub. You know I like to put it in a bracket so it stands out. And I'm going to underline what we're going to plug in for. So we're going to have u cubed. We do not touch the sine x, it's not underlined. And then we're going to replace dx with du over sine x. Okay, sorry, du over negative sine x, whoopsie daisy. Let's cross out those sine x's. Let's bring that negative in front. And you can notice this is a little bit different than the last video because now we're left with u to a number. So your goal for today is to get u to some sort of power, add 1 to the power, and divide. So we're not going to have any trig left when we're actually integrating. Now, when I integrate, we're going to add 1 to the power. Don't forget the plus c. And you are going to substitute back in for u. That is my first example. Let's look at another one. Okay, next example, number 2. So we're going to have the integral of tan to the 4 of 2x secant squared 2x. So now look at this one. I'm going to highlight both functions in different colors. The tangent's going to be in green. The secant is going to be in yellow. So now you're like, what should u be? Well, check this out. If u is tangent, that means that we have the derivative of tangent given to us somewhere else in the integral, which we do. So u is tan 2x, du is derive the trig, keep the angle, derive the angle. And now dx is going to be du over 2 secant squared 2x. Please do not forget the 2. The 2 comes from the derivative of 2x, the derivative of the angle. So now when I plug in, we're only going to plug in for what I underlined. The secant squared is going to cancel. So we're going to have u to the 4th, secant squared 2x, don't touch it, it's not underlined. And then dx is going to be du over 2 secant squared 2x. So my secant squared 2x's are going to cancel. We're going to bring the 1/2 in front so we don't lose it. And then we can see that we reached my goal. My goal is to have u to some number, and I do. We're going to keep the 1/2, add 1 to the power, divide by the new power, and then you have to make sure you multiply to get 1/10. Let's replace u, tan 2x to the 5th power plus c. And that's it. Fun, fun, fun.